From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going. Oh, he's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo. Welcome to the Top of the Bleachers. It is April the 9th, and we are live. Bro, what's up? I had to switch my stuff back. I couldn't stand it over there. Today we're going to talk about some NBA stuff, man. Some news, and then look at some standings because we're getting close to the playoffs. Well, I think we are in the playoffs, actually. I don't know when. I think last night. I don't know if it was the last games. Let's see. Let me go check the schedule. Because I was thinking there was a couple more. So there's some tonight and Thursday and Friday and Sunday. So I guess Sunday's the end of the regular season. I thought that's what I saw a while ago, but
and then we have the play-in games, and then so the playoffs won't get started for a good week or so, right?
The 15th, I think. So what's that?
Today's like the 9th. So
That'd be Tuesday. That is so in Sunday, play on Tuesdays, I guess.
Yeah, but that Tuesday's gonna be the play-in games, right? Right.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I don't
TBD
count.
right now.
Yeah, I don't count that as playoffs, man. Playoffs don't start until we're done with this stupid play-in game, and you got them all set.
Well, it says 7th versus 8th.
Yeah.
In the East, and 7th versus 8th in the West is on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So
The 7, 8, 9, and 10. We went over it the other day. It's like all kinds
I guess
of crazy.
Yeah, I guess 9 and 10 play on Wednesday. I don't know. It doesn't have it listed here, so I don't know. But anyway, happy Thursday.
Yep.
And how you doing? What's up?
Doing good, dude. I got to be a postman and a detective today.
Hey, detective.
I had to track down like 6 packages that my sub had misdelivered on Monday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found 2 of them. I'm still looking for 4 of them.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot.
Huh. Well, I didn't go looking for anything missing today, but I did do some silliness. So every job that I schedule, I create this invite.
Okay.
This gets sent out, right?
Sure.
So last night I got on. I had my schedule pulled up that I keep. I'm like, all right, I have one tonight. Go to the calendar to go into the open up the bridge, and there's no meeting. I was like, what? I don't see her. So I have a number that has to be approved. So I went and checked the number, and the date was right. And I was like, oh no, I forgot to send out the invite. You know what I mean? So I sent a text message, and luckily he was going to be out in that area already. He was like, oh yeah, I can go by there in a little while. I got blah. I thought, thank goodness, bro, because I whiffed on that one.
Got it all set up except telling who was coming.
Yeah, told him when to be there, and then didn't invite him. Anyway, but I made it through work, and then I went and saw the grandbabies this morning for a little while, and my daughter.
Oh, speaking of babies,
Oh,
a lady that I work with, her name is Brooklyn. I call her a lady. She, I don't know, mid-20s,
that's a lady.
Sure. Anyway, she's pregnant. She's about to pop any second. She's big as a house. She's big as a house. Anyway, they're having her shower on Sunday. So I was talking to her the other day, and I don't remember how it came up, but she confessed to me that she didn't have a fire extinguisher in the house. And I was like, what? You got like a baby in the house and you're about to have another baby and you don't even have a fire extinguisher in the house? So I went by Ace Hardware today and bought her a fire extinguisher, and that's what I'm going to give her at her baby shower is a fire extinguisher. I think that's a good baby shower gift, isn't it?
No, but okay, that'll work. Safety first. I like
Well,
it.
Lacey also did a basket of diapers and all kinds
Hey,
of baby crap. I donated the fire
you
extinguisher.
did a good dad thing. That's a good dad
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, you need to have a fire extinguisher in the daggum house, man. You never know what could happen.
You don't. And I have had some happen, and it's not fun. So yeah, better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Um,
You know how
well,
much a fire extinguisher is?
I have no idea.
What would you?
Maybe a
I
bigger
say
one, like a big one.
it's one for your home. It's not like industrial size. They had the industrial size. Like it's probably 2.5, 2 feet tall, and it's pretty
Pretty
good
skinny.
size. No, about like a liter bottle or a 2 liter bottle of soda.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about what I was thinking. Well, yeah, that should be right. I mean, she strong enough to pick it up, fling it around, right? If she needs to.
Yeah. So how much you think it was?
$100.
No, golly, heck no! I wouldn't have bought it if it was $100. I
Oh,
got it. I would have got her some baking soda or something like that, man.
well, everything's $100.
No, no, I was pretty impressed. $30. thirty
That's not
dollars.
bad.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not
not
bad at
bad.
all.
Now they had some of them big Mama Jama ones that you like hang on the wall at like an industrial plant or something like that.
Yeah.
And they were like $62. And I thought about getting her one, but she's a little girl. So I wanted her to be able to pick it up and actually use the thing, not get knocked over when she squeezed the trigger on it.
I see it shooting across the room.
Yeah, that's kind of what I grew up on cartoons, so
That wouldn't be good. Hey, Anthony, what's up, bud? Yeah, we're going to get to the coaches stuff here in a minute.
yeah, man. Yeah, we can get to it right now if you want. So they fired Michael Malone.
They did fire Mike Malone. Yes, they did. Or Michael Malone.
They fired Michael Malone. Now, this guy just won a championship not too long ago, didn't he? Like 3 years ago?
He did. Hang on. Got the wrong one up here. Here we go. 2023 is when they won the championship. So not that long ago. 2 years ago.
I watched a thing the other day over Buzz Williams, and one of the reasons that Buzz Williams is constantly moving after 5 or 6 years is because you take a program from last to third place, right? And everybody tells you you're doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
And then in year 6, you go from third place to like 6th place. And nobody remembers that you used to be in the basement. All they remember is, we were in third place. Like they've reset the bar. And he was saying, like, after 5, 6 years, it's time to move on. So they keep appreciating you as a coach. You don't ever reach that point where, kind of like Cal did at Kentucky. Like Cal did real good at Kentucky, and then he started doing what Kentucky fans considered average. Arkansas fans thinks it's spectacular, but Kentucky fans thought it was average.
Yeah.
And so he has to move on. So I think this is a different situation.
They fired the GM too, I think I saw.
I think it's kind of weird to do it at this time of the year when you got the playoffs starting soon and Denver's sitting in 5th place. So
that's the other strange thing too. Yeah, you make the playoffs and then you get fired. Like what?
Yeah, before the playoffs even start. Like you don't even get to take your team through the playoffs.
I thought that was very strange. What did Anthony say over here? Let's see. Let's see what this one said. I said multiple times because you got to replace all.
Yeah, well, I I guess that's the risk that you run if you leave Michael Malone. If you want to fire him, I guess you want to do it before the playoffs, because if he goes on a run and wins a championship, you're gonna look like an idiot if you fire him.
I
So,
immediately saw on Twitter, and I'm pretty sure this was a hoax account because his name was Jeff Badman.
yeah.
Okay. It was reported reports of Hurley wanting to go there. So
Oh, really?
they're having a meeting tomorrow. You know what I mean? And I was like, there's no way. Why would he have turned down the Lakers thing and then go take the Nuggets thing? That's
I don't. Maybe what they got legalized. No, they got that in California too. I don't know. I have no idea, man.
I just can't see him doing that. But it had to be a hoax. Like I said, Jeff Badman. You know, he's a bad man. So
Well, Hurley's one of those coaches that's about to be in that boat that we just talked about, because he's won a couple of championships, and then this year, they didn't get there, and then
yep.
with the transfer portal and all this, it's getting harder and harder to get that experienced team to stay together or whatever.
Yep.
So he could be in a situation here in a couple of years where he's like, why didn't I take that Laker job? I could be coaching Luka right now.
He's got some good dudes coming in though, and did some stuff in the transfer portal already too. So
good.
They're going to be good again.
I can't stand the guy.
Yeah, he was tweeting out like there was. I don't know if you know who John Fanta is, but he's a college basketball guy, and he tweeted out something that said, "Man, these coaches are using stuff that can't be said on national TV." And then Hurley retweeted it. Oh, what a travesty! Like they're not jumping on you. Get those guys like you guys jump on me. You know what I mean? That's kind of what he was saying in a roundabout way,
Well, I think he's a good coach. I just can't stand his demeanor on the sideline. I don't think that
he's a sore loser, man.
You're still in a position of education when you are coaching a college basketball team. I know a lot of coaches probably don't look at it that way, but
this is pay for play now. This proves.
Well, whatever.
They don't even go to class, I don't think.
Now, what are you talking about? The Cooper Flag had a 4.0 or something like that I saw the other day.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, okay. Then I saw the list of his classes and about peed myself laughing, dude. One of them was like intro to hip hop.
Oh my goodness. Intro to hip hop.
I was like, is that
wow.
Really?
That's crazy. Anyway, so coach is out, and I got some standings we can look at. Let's see where the Western's at here. I think this is the West. Here we go. So they were, like the thing said 47 and 32. But look at all the teams 47 and 32. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's something you go from 4th to 7th real easy.
Yep.
I don't know, man. And Jamal Murray, I guess, has been out for the last 5 games or something with a hamstring thing. So that was part of the reason they've not been doing well. But they've only been like 11 and 13 since the All-Star break or something. So they've been stinking it up.
I get it. It's just a weird time to do it. I mean, are you going to let an interim coach them through the playoffs? Or are you going to how one of the assistants going to step up all the way through the playoffs? What's going on there?
Bro, look at this comment by Anthony.
It's actually hanging on the wall behind Ben.
Bro, that picture's hanging on my wall right back here.
Well, first of all, I appreciate you thinking I'm not old enough. Okay.
I know. This not give it away. Give it away.
Yeah. I'm definitely old enough. And I didn't think Bobby Knight was a very good role model for the kids either. I mean, would you send your kids to be babysitted by Bobby Knight? I don't think you would. And I wouldn't send them to be babysitted by Dan Hurley either. I mean, I realize kids are getting paid now and all that, but I mean, you're still a leader and of the team, and how you they say it all the time in sports. Oh, the team is a reflection of the coach. Well, Dan Hurley's reflection is kind of ugly. Bobby Knight's reflection was kind of ugly. You know,
He was
that's,
just hard and
that's,
old.
that's all I'm saying. I mean, my mom played for a coach that if you were playing bad at halftime, he'd take the belt off and whoop you. Okay, so
wow.
we've come a long way in sports, but
Well, I was trying to say Bobby Knight was the kind of reach out and grab you. You know what I mean?
yeah, you pull a Woody Hayes on you,
And be
grab
like,
you,
"Yo, what's the matter,
choke,
you dummy?"
choke you.
You know, you're not allowed to talk to him that way anymore either. Or they don't anymore anyway. Some of them do. That one guy got in big trouble a couple of years ago. They had because they got cameras everywhere now. You know,
Mm-hmm.
got caught on camera slapping one of his players around. You know, got in trouble. It's like, daggum, man.
Well, I mean, it happens. You have altercations on the bench. I remember Tom Izzo and a player yelling at each other. I can remember it happening to other coaches. I think even Bruce Pearl has had yelling matches with kids on the sideline. It's just, it's not the majority of what you see. Dan Hurley starts complaining about the referees as soon as they get off the bus. Okay, he is already in complain mode. I'm not saying he's a bad coach or anything like that. I'm just saying I wouldn't want him on my team. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he takes a little far if you ask me.
I think he does. Yeah.
Anyway, no news on candidates really. I mean, I'm sure they have a list out of people already, but
now Adam's ahead of you. Anthony was ahead of you. Now Adam's ahead of you.
Well, before we do that, I want to get my flowers, all right? Because by golly, guess who won the champ? Who's the champion of the NCAA bracket for our friends and family? Yours truly. I just want to get that in there and let everybody know 99% plus pick rate, kicktail. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
He used Chat GBT to do it.
No, I did not. That one really went like 80% or something. I don't know. That one was horrible.
Oh man.
Anyway, I wanted to get that in there. One thing I saw this here: LeBron's fixing to pass Kareem
again
tonight for number 2 on the total games played list.
That is so impressive by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That is so freaking impressive.
And then Reggie, he's only 3 pointers away, 3 3-pointers away from passing Reggie Miller.
Dude, if I was LeBron, I'd stop shooting threes because you can't pass Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller only played like 10 years, and you've been playing 25, and you can't pass Reggie.
Whatever, Reggie hit a bunch of threes. Reggie's up there. He's high.
No, I know Reggie's high on the list. What I'm saying is Reggie did it I'm giving kudos to Reggie. He did it in a lot less time. LeBron's been shooting threes since. Well,
yeah, he's been doing it for 20-some years.
Yeah,
I get your point.
Yeah.
Anyway, still, he's breaking all the records. You know what I mean? He's setting all the records.
It just proves if you hang around long enough, you can get pretty much every record. You just got to hang around long enough to do it.
Well, he's been pretty good for a long time too. So,
yeah, since he's 18, and what is he now? Like 48?
He's still good. I mean, shoot.
Oh, his
sidekick last night. I don't know if you saw this, but he got ejected.
Yeah, I was watching the game when this happened.
I was not watching the game, but supposedly he was yelling at a fan, and the ref thought he was yelling at him. Is that what you saw?
Yeah, and him and his fan had talked like once or twice down the court, like talked to each other once or twice, and it was probably a celebrity of some sort. You know, it's a Lakers game, so it's probably some celebrity. But they were kind of jawing back and forth, and then he hit that shot and turned around and said something, and the ref was standing between him and the guy that he was talking to. And the ref, I don't know what Luka said to the fan, but it was enough that the ref lost his mind and was like, "You're out of here." Like, it wasn't like a T and then a little while later a T and he got ejected. It was like, "Get out of here." I don't know what he said. He must have said something about his mama or something like that. But he wasn't talking to the ref.
Hmm.
And
That's
the crazy, and that's not something they can take back. It's not like the ref can go over and go, "Oh, my bad. I thought he was talking to me. Hey, come back in," or something like that.
Yeah. Guess you can
And
reverse
then
the
I
tackle.
saw a couple of clips online that said that this particular ref, and forgive me, I can't remember his name because he's a referee and nobody cares. But apparently he's got a short fuse with a lot of players. Like he's quick to toss you. So
I saw him talking to LeBron, and he said that everybody was just kind of confused, and then he said the rest of the game was just weird. He said, like the rest of the game was just kind of weird. So I don't know.
well, I mean,
And JJ was like, "You robbed everybody of a good game,"
yeah, it was a tie game in the fourth. Yeah. It's
So,
just it's a freaking it's ref. I don't know. I can see both sides of it. Like I don't want to. If I'm a ref, I would have a very short fuse. I couldn't stand. Like Draymond Green wouldn't make it through the first quarter if I was the ref. Draymond be sitting back in the locker room somewhere. I might get him in the layup line. I don't know. But I can also see it from the other side. Like, Luka wasn't talking to him, and you need to assess the situation a little bit better before you decide to kick somebody out of a ball game.
well, let's not act like this is not ref former stuff like this not happened before. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Refs, I mean, they favored players.
Oh
They
yeah.
definitely, hey, we're not gonna let this guy get away with this tonight. We're gonna call it this. Like they talk about that stuff, and
Oh sure.
I mean, definitely the favoritism, dude. Oh my goodness, some guys get
Well, it's not just certain
crazy.
players.
They get the
Like
benefit.
you're not allowed to breathe on. You're not allowed to breathe on LeBron. You're not allowed to breathe on SGA. Anything like that. But it also, I've heard Draymond and a couple of other guys talk about there are certain refs that are out for certain players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like refs don't
Right.
refs don't forget about it the next ball game. It's not like it's not, in the back of their mind somewhere what you said to them the last ball game. You know what I mean?
It'd be hard, I mean, be like, "Hey, what's up, Bob? Didn't you say something about my mom the other night?"
Yeah, and there's no real accountability to the refs. Like I know they get graded and stuff like that, but they don't get fined or publicly reprimanded. Matter of fact, you can get fined if you talk about the refs. So I mean, they're protected in this little bubble, and it's ridiculous. If you have a bad ref in baseball, I don't even know if he's still around, but there was this guy in baseball named Angel Hernandez, and he was a umpire. And you can go on YouTube and see some of Angel Hernandez's worst calls, and there is a good 25-minute video of his terrible, terrible calls. And they just, if a manager walks into a press conference and says something says Angel Hernandez is the worst ump I've ever been around, he's going to be fined thousands of dollars, but nothing happens to Angel Hernandez. He gets to keep being a bad ump. Same way in the NBA. They caught one guy a few years ago gambling. I mean, I say a few years ago. It was a while back, but
yeah, I watched that documentary on that.
They watched him gambling. So you think they would be transparent with their referees, but they are not. They just protected them even more after that happened.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, man, that was crazy stuff too. He because he would know who's injured and stuff, and who was hurting, who was out, and then he would know like how they were going to call the game. You know what I mean? And he'd be like, yeah, that was some crazy stuff back then.
Well, and I just think there ought to be some sort. If you're gonna if the players are going to get penalized, then there should be some sort of.
I think there is. Like I said, you don't hear about it,
Well, it needs to be heard about.
or they don't get invited back to be a ref next year. But that's not true because the same refs are there. They're like
same refs all the time, man.
Mm.
It's like in football this year. They had the whole conspiracy thing online about refs giving Kansas City calls and stuff like that. But after you watch so much video evidence of it, it's kind of hard to say, well, oh, no, they're being biased. No, they're not. No, they are not. That's like saying that the referee in the wrestling match ain't in on it. The referee is like the key guy in the wrestling match. Okay.
Yeah. It comes to wrestling, yeah. Well, anyway, the season, like I said, we said was coming down to the end here on Sunday, I believe. So here's your Eastern Conference standings as of today. I think there's only just a couple more games left for each team, if any. I want to say Orlando played their last one, but I don't think that can't be true. They're only at 79 games and they play 82. So let me see if Orlando plays tonight. Orlando plays Atlanta tonight. I thought they just played Atlanta. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong day. Hold up. On the night. We got Boston tonight. And then Thursday, nobody. And then Friday, Indiana.
You're sitting in that coveted 7th spot though, man.
Man, we got a chance to. No, we don't, man. Dang.
Dude, if you could beat Boston, that'd be sweet. You get to 500. Yeah, you're going to make the playoffs and you're under 500, man.
Hey, we can get above 500. Don't lose hope.
You need to give it above 500, man. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't even be allowed to make the playoffs if you ain't above 500.
We won 3 in a row. Dang. Anyway, there's your Eastern Conference. So I mean, Cleveland's still whooping everybody, and Boston's right there.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna root for Cleveland and Orlando out of the East, and out of the West, I think I'm going to take OKC.
There's the West
or the West, OKC and. I don't know.
Not different now.
I don't know, man. Maybe this coach, maybe an assistant steps up big time or something. I don't know, but
let's see who's the hot teams right now. Golden State 7-3. The Clippers are 8-2 in their last 10. Houston's 8-2. Oklahoma's 8-2.
I can't root for anybody from California. So that leaves out the Lakers, the Clippers, and the Warriors. I'm not going to root for Memphis.
I probably root for Oklahoma City out of the West. Probably there's a lot of former.
I can't believe Dallas is still in the playoff hunt. That's crazy.
Hanging in there, man.
Yeah, I'll probably the Rockets. I'll probably go OKC and the Rockets. Those are probably the two teams I root for. Out of the West.
Interesting. All right, well, yeah, I'm gonna try to watch the game tonight, hopefully. And then I was gonna pull up some of the prospects. We're getting close to the draft. And some of these guys we know, we've seen, we've watched them all this year. Matter of fact, I think I know all these guys. This guy was in France, so I didn't really get to see him play, but Coach Cal was trying to get him last offseason in the transfer portal, and he didn't go. He ended up staying in France for another year, and now he's going to the draft. So here's your top 10. This is according to CBS Sports. If you look at any site, they're all different. It doesn't matter. This is just CBS's. But here's the top 10. And anybody on this list that you're like, man, that guy's probably going to have a good career, or everybody? What do you think?
Oh man,
This kid right here could have a good career, could be special.
I think Trey Johnson's going to be special. Cooper
Yeah.
Flag.
Dylan Harper's pretty good. Ace Bailey, both those guys are really good. But I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a pretty good class, honestly. I like all these players. Maybe it's just because I watched them more this season.
I think it's crazy that they're all freshmen.
Oh, wait a minute. Did I grab the wrong list?
I think you grabbed the wrong list.
This might be college players list.
That is college players. They're Cooper Flag right there.
All right. Well, this can't be the top 20 then, because there's got to be some foreign players in there somewhere.
Well, there's one down here at the bottom, Nolan, whatever.
Well, that's true. Well, here's the top. Here's the next 10. And they're all, here's an Israel. Maybe just not that many this year.
JT Toppin. I think he'll do well on the next level.
He's not. He's coming back. He announced today he's coming back
to Texas Tech.
He got $4 million, dude. He's like the top two.
I didn't know Danny Wolf was declaring. I might pick up Danny Wolf, man. He's got the size and the shot.
He's good with the ball. Derek Queen's good. That Colin Murray Bowles.
Yeah.
I think some of these guys could go back to school if they decide to. But
I think that old Danny Wolf needs to come to Arkansas and play for us.
I think he's going pro. And Michigan's got a bunch of big dudes coming in, so they're definitely counting on him leaving.
See, we need a big dude, so he'd fit right in with us, man.
We need a couple of big dudes, a couple of them. Where's my button here? Anyway, that's all I got for slides today. Close that. Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
We're getting pretty close to the draft. It shouldn't be too far away.
That's at the end of April, and then we got the NFL draft. I think it's in June, right? Is that right?
I was talking about the NFL draft. I thought it was in like a month or less than a month away.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. I was got them backwards, I think. The NFL draft's in April.
Yeah. April.
It's just it's coming up because it's a couple weeks here because my boss, or not my boss, but one of my coworkers, he taken off those 2 days, 24th and the 25th.
We're gonna do
him and his buddies get together and watch the draft and drink and stay up all night. So he took off work those 2 days.
We're gonna do a draft show.
Yeah, we probably can.
First
on
round
Thursday.
draft.
Yeah, we could probably do that.
I mean, we could make a drinking game out of it if you want.
Oh Lordy, I can't. I got to work the next day. I can't do that. That would be bad.
Every time somebody from Alabama gets picked, you got to take a shot.
Oh no. Oh no, that might not be so bad.
Might not be bad this year. Who do you think's putting in the most in the first round? What team?
Who's putting in the most? What do you mean?
Like
which college team?
Yeah.
Probably Duke.
No, for football.
Oh, for football. Probably Ohio State.
I was thinking Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, something like that.
Let's look up the NFL prospects and see what we get. Here's the rankings. Let's see. Colorado, Michigan, Texas. There's another Michigan, Texas, Michigan again. There's an Ohio State, another Michigan, Ohio State, Ohio State, Texas. Those are probably the most out of the ones I've seen out of the top 65 or so. So a lot of Texas, Ohio State, and Michigan.
Yeah.
So Travis Hunter's ranked number 1.
I don't think he'll be taking number 1 though.
Let's look at the mock draft and see what they got. This mock draft has Cam Ward going first to my Tennessee.
Yeah, that's what most of the mock drafts have.
Man, I hope Shadur doesn't go to the Browns. Ugh.
Some of the ones I've seen have got him going to the Giants.
I don't know if that's any better.
No, it's not, man. That's in my division. I don't want him in my division. He needs to go. He needs to go to the Browns. That's where he needs to go.
I don't think you need to worry about the Giants.
Oh yeah, you missed that yesterday. There, Floppy. Hogs number 1, consensus number 1. That's a tough word to say. But yeah.
Yep.
Ended up whooping up on, was it UAPB yesterday?
No, that's Arkansas State, wasn't it?
Was it A State? No, they play a 2-game series with A State. I thought it was UAPB.
No, I did. Like I said, I didn't watch it. I went to bed.
Let me get 2 seconds for my Razorback app to open.
I thought it was A State for real.
It was A State. I thought they played a 2-game series with them.
Yeah.
Oh, we played a 2-game series with Little Rock with the Trojans. Yeah, they ended up beating A State yesterday 7-3, and then today is the 9th, isn't it? So they don't play till Saturday. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, they start a series with Georgia at Athens. What you looking at?
I'm trying to find any kind of breaking news, see if anything going on, but it's not looking like it.
That's all right, man. We've given the people 40 minutes. That's probably more than they can really handle anyway.
I'm sure it's more than they can stand, yeah. Yeah, Floppy, they are stroking it right now. For real.
Man, they really are. They look good.
Yep. We'll see what happens. All right, man. Well, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm going to watch that Orlando game and nap around probably. But I'll catch you later in the Discord, hopefully.
All right. I got church tonight, so it might be later before I get in there.
10-4.
All right, dude.
All right. Well, we'll catch you later.
Woo pig.
Go Hogs.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.